So here we are, Sunday. Oh, got a red ant on my leg. Sunday, let me start this again. So here we are, Sunday, November 17th. Active site. So here, being Sunday doesn't stop them from working. Most of these trades will work 15 days straight, then take 2 days off, and then work another 15. They get paid on that last 15th day. So often their 2 day stretches to 3 or 4, or until they run out of money, then they come back to work. So there's been a few days that we haven't had any of the dream team here, P Jack's team. P Noon though, who's in the daytime guy, he's up doing the wood on the steps right now. They are working more on the fences here. You'll notice that a lot of the windows are in. On the lower level, everything can be locked and secured. The garage door for both is still on order, a few days away, and then it'll be installed. You see the lights are in. So we've got these lights here, the pot lights underneath. The number of pot lights, anyone want to guess how many pot lights are in this house? I was surprised when I heard the number. I had to confirm it by looking at the diagrams and counting, and sure enough, yes, it's true. You're thinking maybe 30 or 40? There's 74 pot lights. 74 pot lights. Now that's plus these exterior lights. There's going to be more lights up here, lights out the back side, the lights in the bathroom above the mirror, the rope lighting in the bedrooms. Yep. But today, the dream team is doing the fence posts. So they're getting the footings in. Now, they've had the original bases poured a week ago. So they're cleaning off the streets and getting these in. This here, they're running the rebars now horizontally. So it'll give it a strong base. And then they'll do that across the top as well and fill it in with bricks in between. It's my understanding though they do bring back the metal casings which go on these that they use as forms to pour the concrete. I'll start off coming up this way through the scooter door and right through into the kitchen. So just in through the scooter door here, you notice that there's a couple of plugins installed. There's the light, just the one above the scooter. There was more, Jen reduced them. These windows, very interesting. They're made of 2 pieces of glass. They're constantly open. I've probably explained this in a previous video. 1 piece of glass is outside coming down more than halfway. 1 piece of glass is inside coming up more than halfway. The gap between them is about 3 inches. And so they never close, never open. Eventually they have bug screens that go over top of them in here. But they're just so high up that people wouldn't be able to open and close them, and they don't have like the little chain ones here. So, more plugins. Doing the doors, these are the pot lights over here, 4 in this area. All these windows lock and secure. They're working on the hinges for these doors. These are the 2 bedroom doors. They were able to finish this main door, so that's how we can lock the house to make it secure. Nice big boot mark there. Coming into the kitchen, it's all bubble wrapped because the painter was still here. So it's in place. The electricians are not coming today. So they always have today off. They're a different type of trade, different business. They're more like a real business. I don't know what that means. Anyways, so there'll be a reveal on that later. The fridge is coming out later this week. They've got the panel installed. You'll notice he's actually just using the plugins on the wall. And if I can find the switch. Yeah, so this switch does these ones. So let's go out the back door, have a look around. Coming out this way now, we see we've got more tiles there for up front and for the patios back here. These are the windows on the outside now. So they're using the privacy glass. We've got the lights out here, 1, 2, 3. So they direct the light down as well as up. And the electrician made them all in a perfect line, which is good. Unfortunately, the electrician just randomly cut his holes, so that needs to be filled underneath that light and covered over. There's the bathroom window, same as the garage. The bathrooms have those style of windows. There's a small little LED light out there. I think it's 15 watts, so it gives a lot of power, a lot of brightness. I was thinking more of a street light style where it would hang out and shine straight down, but we can get that adjusted. These doors, very interesting. It has the Christmas wrap on for now, but eventually be taken off. The thing to see, no lower track here. So when I heard no lower track, I thought, well, the door has to be weak. It's so secure. These still need to be actually fine-tuned and lock sets put in, are completed. The windows are up top are missing. But yeah, there's no track, so everything's hung. Interesting. He's putting the wood on the stairs. Originally this area called for 3 pot lights. Jen reduced it to 1. Into the bathroom here, the electricians have put the plug-ins in. They've installed the hot water machine in this room. The lights are here. So this really lights up bright. We've gone mostly with the white light. In some cases we've used the natural or the warm light. These ones here, all 4 pot lights are in. And if we come over this way and look up, you see there's that one last connection hanging out. There's 2 switches on the wall. So one's for these 4 pot lights. It's an active site, folks, noisy. And one switch is going to be for the rope lighting or whatever lighting they put inside this casing here, like to give the ceiling a glow. Got the TV and the power, lots of power switches everywhere, plug-ins. Down into the main bedroom. Got all the switches done here. Pot lights are the same. I don't know where the rope is hanging out, but it'll be here somewhere. Underneath the stairs, a pot light up here. All these windows are done. They all lock and secure. Into this closet area. Originally the plans, the plans showed these lights here. Originally the fellow was measuring to put them in the middle of this way. But then I told Jen, and Jen told him that we're actually having the whole closet area come down in here. So if you imagine there's a closet here, so now, or the like wardrobe racks and things. So now the lights are centered over the walking space, which is good. Have more pot lights up in here. We have the wall mounted light. So this room doesn't have the power connected yet. He's just cleaning up underneath. They had to repair from when they redid the sink. They have to redo some of the tiles. And that's looking excellent. I don't know what else I can say. But anyways, it's there. Don't worry, you won't see it. I guess, you know, they'll put mud over it. The hot water machine needs to be mounted. So that's why there's a little bit of urgency. But look at how low that was as a sink. 23 inches. Yep. I've mentioned it before. But the plugins are on the wall. Switch here is for the closet area. And the 2 switches, as I mentioned, are for this room. Here's the wood stairs. Eventually the woods are going to be finished the same color as the doors and the railing. Banister and the railing up top here will all come in at the same color. But I think the painter has pretty much finished his main coats. He will come back and do all the touch-ups. And a little bit of clean and sand. Let's go outside this way, wrap around the corner. Another one of those bathroom windows. So the window guys, they're building the frames for the upstairs windows. So they're working today. They're actually in their shop though, preparing them all. But I was told there's 8 workers working on the fence. I see 5. So today is Monday, November the 18th, and it's the first time in a long time it looks like we have all the crews working. These guys are doing the foundation for the fence. This is what they had peeled off this morning. It's 11 o'clock. I don't know if I mentioned that. So that's good. Then they're going to start going vertical with their posts here once they harden up a bit. This will bring us down to the end here with these metal casings now. Same as what they used originally when they did the posts on the house, but these ones are much smaller. These are probably a 10-inch square, and the others were, I think, about 16. They have 4 rebar in each one. The others had 6, and much heavier gauge rebar in the house, of course. So the window guys are out. Jen's calling them the aluminum guys, because sometimes I say doors. Now we have yellow handles. That's a protection. They are black, so they had to order those in. They had gold available, and they started to just install them. But we had our options of white or black or gold, so we went with the black just so they don't stand out too much. Painter smokes, the wood door guy smokes, Nooner smokes, everybody smokes around here. Now the windows are up, it's really smelly in the house. So you try to tell them that don't do it, but they don't have that type of rules here in Thailand. Smoke anywhere you want. Yeah, the husband and wife, they're still doing the wooden doors. This is about day, I would say day 8 now, to hang the 3 doors. Hinge them, hang them. Here's Grandma hiding in the shade. Sawadee Kap. Or she's sniffing my exhaust pipe, I'm not sure. But let's find our way inside somehow. We're gonna probably go up the lane and shoot in the back deck way. Hammer drill guy. So let's go up here through the deck into the kitchen, step over the fishing line. Their outhouse, watch your head. It's chaos, jungle out here. There's the water tank. So I moved it from here over to there because there's still more deliveries being made. But of course it has to be moved because we got all the tile for this area. So first look at the upper windows now. That's very cool. The decision on those bars was theirs. I guess it's just based on the size and everything, like the lower ones. Here we go. So the top is going to be clear and the bottom is going to be translucent, unless things changed without me knowing. The windows on the top are going to open and just allow full light and good breeze. These are done. Notice again the lights are on up here. So the stairs are sort of done. He's just doing the landing now, finishing that off. And then once the doors are officially done, then when it comes time, we'll be staining them, toning them, whatever the same color as the door and the wood, and these doors and the pantry doors are yet to be made. The fridge is going to be delivered, I guess next week is when all that stuff comes or is available. They're also bringing the TV and stuff, so we don't need that quite yet, and I don't think we need the fridge until the plumber comes and gets the toilets going, and then we can apply for a house address. But otherwise, everything's coming along smoothly. Bathroom is in. Bug screens are ready. There's those windows I've explained before, the 2 pieces of glass. Electric shower is in. A couple of pod lights. Into the bedroom, that's for the AC again. Everything is in. There's the dream team. They've been relegated to putting up a fence. Could you imagine how much work has been done here? With all these people that Jen's brought in, when these people haven't been showing up for days now, they have their reasons, death in the village and things like that. But yeah, they'd still be doing that and there'd be nothing done in here. So huge credit to Jen on this one. She's got like one of the best light guys in here. This electrician's awesome. So I've just done a quick run upstairs. You'll see that they framed off this one gable here. And the big windows at the front have now been all aluminum and framed. They've got all this framing done here for these windows. They have this gable framed up. And they're just working on these end ones now. Later they'll bring in the glass and the sliders. They're being made in the shop right now. This is the perfect height. It should mimic the height of this as well as the railings. Fine-tuning the glass. This big window here, they're going to make this on site, just measure, chop, screw it all together just so that they have the perfect angles and perfect sizing. At least that's my understanding. Later that same day, we have the crew mixing up soupy cement because we don't use trucks because that's just too easy. Come on. Oh, soybeans beeping. Shh. Be quiet. Okay, there. Oh, thumbs down. He's got it figured out. So here are the casings for the fence. You can see how it's got this recess in. I've mentioned that a few times now. They've stripped away the barrier on this bottom one. I know if it was like a house one, they would wrap it in saran. These ones are still empty. So yeah, so eventually it ties back into this original post. They might add a little bit to it, 1.8 meters. And hopefully it's then have a top like this one here, where you've got your Well, we'll have more cement up closer to the top, more brick, but it'll still have that solid top on it. Is my understanding. The door. Good to see everybody here. I can say that. Good to see everybody working. Well, it's good to see everybody here. But they've got all the forms set up, got all the posts done, they've all had their bases done. They're working their way down this way now. We saw the dirt truck come by about an hour ago, the sand. This is all good. There's the roadhouse. That was the very first thing that they built here. And up through the back patio, we're gonna take a run in the back door. It's about day 4 or 5 for P. Nooner to cover these steps. Very time consuming. It became much slower when his drill bit broke and he had to use the broken piece. But there will be wood against the wall, sort of filling in the steps, and it's my understanding there's going to be wood somewhere on the fascia, filling in the corners there, the triangulations.
My vlog will feature travel and adventure tour. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you? Come on, let's do this. Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure tour. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you? Come on, let's do this. Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure. Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure. Hey YouTube, it's PolarAttack. My vlog will feature travel and adventure tour. Come along for the ride. What's stopping you?